Hello again. Let's call this part 2. And I do have a time limitation. I can't go past 15 minutes because it will stop by itself. I wanted to point out to you, when you look at the screen, you'll see that sometimes there'll be a link. Sometimes it'll look like a quiz shown by the rocket icon. Sometimes the discussion board where you do get points, it will look like a chat session, somebody's chat with some other person's chat. So you've got that in 2 places here. And that's after you've read this section that's assigned, and then there'll be questions that follow it. So that's points. The ones that are just pages don't have points assigned, and you could ignore it, but that would be unwise because I put it there for a reason. I put it there so that you would become a better student and understand better how to do what it is I'm requiring of you. So that's what you have in the how to write a 5-paragraph essay. The next one, the quiz, that one, fact and opinion, that one is in order to help you write a summary. Since so many students don't really remember the difference between a fact and an opinion, I thought it would be easier to have a quiz, and it's almost like 16 free points because you get to take it more than once, and you're definitely going to understand it the minute you start taking it. So that will help trigger your memory, and you'll do a good job on the coming summary, which I have not yet posted there in Module 1. And then you've got the first draft of the democracy essay, which is going to either be based on, it's actually intertwines the 2. So you've got the first draft and the second draft, and that's the discussion board. And so you've got mainly quizzes, discussion boards, and pages to read in the module. Sometimes I can post a link. What you don't see in the module are the announcements. And I might have said this already a few moments ago, but the announcements are also things that you need to know. And for instance, the Mla formatting. It's the same information that I put on the Mla format quiz, which, if I don't see it yet, is going to be in there. I'm working on this, trying to trim it and hone it so that it's all correct. So Mla formatting, you'll need to go back to that. So click on everything, please, and go over the information and the links so that you are a better formatter. I don't have to fix your papers. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. What an English teacher is supposed to do is, or a writing teacher, is show the student where to go to get the information so that he or she will become a better writer and have the resources at hand. A composition and reading course is not meant to have the teacher fix everybody's essay. While I love giving feedback, I really do, I don't want you to become dependent on me as the resource itself, because if I drop dead tomorrow, you will be up a creek without a paddle. You need to know and learn how to find out these things on your own. That's what every teacher is trying to do. Help you learn how to figure out to do this by yourself. I force you to read each other's essays. Why? Because that's what writers do. They read each other's stuff and they give feedback. And do we take it all as holy divine writ? No. We take what makes sense to us, what seems to resonate, and as Stephen King would say, when majority rules, when there's a huge number of people telling you that something might need to be revised, they might have a point. So the more people who read your essay or hear you read it out loud and they have a paper, the better chance you have of getting good feedback. So this is about Mla format, and I need you to go over it. If you don't go over it, then you won't format your essays correctly and you will lose points. And that will happen in other courses as well. We use Mla because in the humanities department, That's the discipline. It's the Modern Language Association. When you take another course like psychology or architecture, you will be asked to write your papers using APA. And that is something that people at the Writing and Reading Center can help you with. I'm sure they can at PASS as well. I don't use PASS. I use the Writing and Reading Center because I work there. And you can meet me there personally if you want. All right. So there's a bunch of announcements, and they're all for you. I did not write them for me. I did not post them for me. I posted them for you. English 1A rubric for an essay, How to Get an A, is a place where I've listed tips on writing so that you have a better chance of getting a good score, and it will help you know what to say to other people when you read their essays. All right, problems with Canvas. I simply gave you the link to learning Canvas, on the one that I already showed you. And then I gave you the phone numbers of our tech gurus. How to communicate with me, not get dropped, late work policy. I advise you, or I ask you politely, to keep going back to announcements every so often. Other than that, you should be getting everything you need from home. It will give you the assignments, the discussions. It won't give you grades. Grades you have to go to on your own. People, I don't know what you see for that. For me, I see everybody who's involved in the course, and I see how much time you put into it. So if you only spend 30 minutes in the first month on your course, I can see that. Pages, I discussed that. Pages look like this: how to write a 5-paragraph essay. Files, some teachers use those. I have to upload things there if I want them available to me. And I don't have any particular reason for you to need to see that. The syllabus now is not in the module. And it has all the departmental requirements, what is being offered in English 1A. So you can see it. And everything up to the flower was not written by me. It was written, I gave the credit to the lady who wrote it. And then the rest of it, it gives you an idea of the books. So aside from A World of Ideas, which is required, you also have The Red Sea Bride by Sylvia Fowler, which is my pseudonym. And it is your reading book this semester. It will complement the material that I've assigned to you about, which I still would like to loosely term as social structures and what dominates, what system dominates, what governing system dominates the way we live. So pseudonym, look that up. It's PSEUDONYM, if you don't know what it means. Course description, so this is mine, and I talked about the Writing and Reading Center and the policies. Okay, so you need to look at the whole thing and click on everything. It will take you hours, rest assured. Okay, I'll go back. Right. So right now all you can see is Module 1 because that's all that's available to you. Now let's talk about tutoring. Let's talk about where you're going to get your tutorial feedback. During the day when the campus is open, you will use Fresno City College online tutoring. NetTutor is for after hours. So you would go click on Fresno City College online tutoring, and let's say you have a paper. Then you click on this, Read, Write, Tutoring, and I don't think it's working right now because it's not, it's Sunday. But even other times when it's not working, then you won't get anything and you'll have to go to NetTutor. NetTutor is available during the regular semester hours, 24/7. When the campus is closed, then NetTutor is open, and it is available from Florida. So the college is paying a lot of money. The state system is paying a lot of money to get you people with degrees to help you in any way you want. And you should know that you can use this for all your disciplines, all your classes. If you just take a look, well, this is what you have to do. Okay, this is for the Writing and Reading Center. You have to download Zoom because it's a conferencing function. And if you want to have me do that with you, I will do it with you campus hours so that it counts as tutoring, because I also work as a tutor. And I will do it there from the Writing and Reading Center at your convenience when it works for you. But I won't do it at 2 a.m. or something like that. Okay, so I can't really show you. There was something else I was going to show you, but I can't see it right now. I'm not using that, so I should make that. No, excuse me. This is the Student Success Center. So you can also get math, science, any kind of tutoring that you might need. All right, I'll go back. So now we're still in the Student Success Center. I have to go to my courses. And that's the course. That's your course. All right. So do we understand this now? See, Fresno City College online tutoring. That's where you're going to get feedback. You need to do that once with each draft. Net tutor is if you don't have time until after the campus closes. Then you will click there. You need to be present for a session. Somebody will be talking to you either through the chat box. You can just have the chat box if that's all you want. Or it can be visual, or it can just be audio. There's a whiteboard, and you will be asked to upload the PDF of your paper, and that is why I want you to have the prompt at the top, because tutors cannot help you very well if you don't have the prompt. And I did not upload the example of that yet, but I was preparing it. So there will be an example of a student paper with a prompt at the top. As we continue, I may make more of these types of videos where I can show you things. But that's all for now, and I will stop. Welcome to the class.